Okay, I am reading from the book of Children's Bible Stories, section 9. The title is God Answers Prayers, and it's in reference to Genesis chapter 24. Abraham was an old man. Isaac, his son, was grown up, but Isaac did not have a wife. One day Abraham called his oldest servant. He said to the servant, "I do not want Isaac to marry one of the girls of this country. These girls do not serve God. I want you to go to my country where I used to live. Go to my people and find a good girl for Isaac." The old servant said, "Your country is far away. Maybe the girl will not come with me, so far from home." Abraham said, "If the girl will not come, then you must come back alone. But God will guide you to the right place." So the old servant made ready. He took money and he took beautiful gifts. He loaded 10 camels and rode away. It was a long, long journey. When at last the old servant came to the country where Abraham used to live, he sat down by a well. He made his camels kneel there to rest. Then the old servant bowed his head to pray. He said, "O God, by and by people will come to the well to let their sheep drink. Show me the girl who must be Isaac's wife. I will ask a girl for a drink. If she says, 'I will give your camels water too,' let that be the right girl." When the old man finished his prayer, he looked up and saw a girl coming. She carried a pitcher on her shoulder. The old servant saw that she was a beautiful girl. The old servant went to meet her. He said to her, "Will you please give me a drink?" "Oh, yes," said the girl. She went down to the well and filled her pitcher. She gave the old servant a drink. Then she said, "I will give your camels water too." And she hurried to fill the pitcher again and again. So the old man knew that this was the girl for Isaac. God had answered his prayer. When all the camels had had enough water, the old man gave the girl a silver ring and 2 bracelets. Then he said, "Tell me who you are." She said, "I am Rebekah. My father's name is Nahor." Nahor was Abram's brother. This girl was truly one of Abraham's people. The old servant went home with the girl. He told her how Abraham had sent him, and he told how God answered his prayer. And the very next day Rebekah went with him. She became Isaac's wife. Section 10, titled Jacob and Esau, in reference to Genesis 25 through 27. Jacob and Esau were twin brothers, but they were not one bit alike. Jacob had smooth skin. Esau had rough, hairy skin. Jacob loved to take care of sheep and do little things around the house. Esau loved to go hunting with his bow and arrows. In that long ago time, a father always gave his oldest son a special blessing. When the father was old, he would call his oldest son and bless him. Jacob and Esau were twins, but Esau was just a little older than Jacob. So the blessing would be his. When their father was old, he would bless Esau. But Jacob wanted the blessing. One day, Jacob was making soup. He stirred the soup over the fire by his tent. Esau came home from the hunt. He was tired and hungry. When he saw the soup, he wanted some. "Let me have some soup," he said to Jacob. Jacob said, "I will, but then you must give me the blessing." Esau said, "What good is the blessing? I'm hungry now. You can have the blessing. I want the soup." So Esau sold his blessing to Jacob for soup. After a while, Isaac was old and blind. He knew he would die, so he called Esau. Isaac said to Esau, "I am old, my son. I want to give you the blessing now. Go hunt a deer, bring me some meat, then I will bless you." Esau hurried away to get the deer. He wanted the blessing after all. But Mother Rebekah heard all that Isaac said. She went to call Jacob. She told Jacob to hurry and get a little goat. Rebekah quickly fixed the goat meat. She said to Jacob, "Bring this to your father. Tell him you are Esau, then he will give you the blessing." Jacob said, "But my father will feel my hands. My hands are smooth. Esau's hands are hairy." Rebekah quickly took the skin of the goat. She put the hairy skin on Jacob's hands. She told Jacob to put on Esau's clothes. Then Jacob took the meat to Isaac's tent. At the door of the tent, Jacob called, "My father!" Isaac answered, "Who are you, my son?" Jacob said, "I am Esau. I brought the meat you asked for." Isaac said, "You came back very soon." Jacob said, "God helped me in the hunt." But Isaac was not sure that it was Esau. He said, "Come near so that I can feel you." Jacob went near his father's bed, and Isaac felt of his hands. "The voice is Jacob's," he said, "but the skin is hairy like Esau's." Then he took the meat and ate it. When he had eaten the meat, he told Jacob to come near again. Then Isaac smelled the clothes. They smelled like the woods where Esau loved to hunt. And Isaac gave Jacob the blessing. He promised Jacob wonderful blessings from God. As soon as he had the blessings, Jacob hurried away. Then Esau came. Esau stood at the tent door. He called, "My father!" Isaac said, "Who are you, my son?" Esau said, "I am your son Esau. I have brought the meat you asked for." Isaac said, "But who is here just now? I gave him the blessing." Then Esau knew that Jacob had cheated him. Esau was very angry. Esau was so angry that Jacob was afraid. Rebekah said to Jacob, "You must go away. Go to my people far away from here. Stay there until Esau is no longer angry." So Jacob said goodbye to his father and mother. He went away from home to a far-off country. And that's the ending for now. I will continue with the next video with section 11.